Good morning, my name's Owen. Today you're watching Essex Walking Britain, and today we're going to be walking Goatfell. So, as you'll notice, I'm no longer in Arran. I'm actually back down at Brodick. The original plan from yesterday unfortunately changed at about 5 o'clock this morning. So I was woken up at 5 before I set my alarm for 6, which was a bit of a shame. I had this awful stabbing feeling. I was thinking, oh my god, what's going on? And all I could taste was the sausage roll from last night. And I'm thinking to myself, oh no, please no, not food poisoning. So anyway, I get up and I have a little bit of fresh air, and I'm thinking this is not getting any better. So I pack all my stuff away as quickly as possible, get in the car, drive over to the public toilets at Arran, and I think if I'm going to go, if it's going to happen, then I'd better be in a place where it's nice and comfortable to do it. But anyway, I ended up getting sick, and I just felt a little bit better after that, but still pretty awful. So at that point I had to sit there and decide, what am I going to do? You know, I can try my chances. I can leave my car at Arran, get the bus down to Brodick, walk all the way up Goatfell, come down the other side, head all the way up to Arran. But I'm thinking, if anything happens on the way, that's pretty big risk. There's probably no way I'm going to be able to get back up to Arran to get my car, which then has a knock-on effect for the next 2 days of walking. So in the end, I decided I'll head down to Corrie, see how I feel when I get down there, and maybe leave the car in Corrie, get the bus down to down to Brodick, and then walk the whole way over and back. But I sat there, and after the drive from Arran to Corrie, I just felt awful again. So I sat there in the car for about 2 hours, and I just let everything settle, let my body get used to not having anything in my system for a while, and yeah, so it seemed to have worked. So what I've done now, I've driven the whole way down to Brodick. I'll show you on a map in a minute the route, but just rough overview. I'm going to try and get up Goatfell today, and then come down through Corrie, and then take the lowland coastal way walk back to here at Brodick. Now, the weather was supposed to be pretty awful today again, but luckily there's been no rain yet, and I'm hoping it holds off for a while. It's about 50-50 as to whether we're going to be able to actually see anything from the top of Goatfell, because the clouds are quite scattered. But yeah, we'll take it as it is and see how it goes. But anyway, I'm going to show you a quick video of the route for today, and I'm going to start climbing, gain some altitude, and I'll catch up with you again in a bit. Today's walk is the Goatfell walk, and I'd consider it to be a pretty hard walk. It's going to be 20 kilometres in total, and our highest altitude, which we'll reach at the peak of Goatfell, is going to be 864 metres. So, the first leg up to the waterfalls is 3.5 kilometres in distance. The second leg up to the shoulder is going to be 3 kilometres in distance. The third leg to the peak of Goatfell is going to be 1.5 kilometres in distance. The fourth leg to Corrie Burn is going to be 2 kilometres in distance. The fifth leg to Corrie is going to be 3 kilometres in distance. And then the final leg, all the way back to Brodick Castle, is going to be 6 kilometres. So then guys, I've made my way up a bit further up Goatfell. Been talking to some fantastic people on the way. This is one of those places, Goatfell, where you always end up bumping into people because obviously the path's quite narrow and you've all got the same goal in mind, heading to the top of Goatfell. And I've met this fantastic guy called Tom.
Hi guys.
And we've just been talking the whole way about life and the actual island in itself, and it's quite nice to be able to have that little discussion and meet people and obviously learn about their lives. Is it your first time on the island?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yes.
First day as well.
First day.
First day.
Straight off the ferry, straight up
ferry.
Goatfell.
Yeah, as well, right.
Where are you from?
I'm from Kent.
Kent, so not far from us in Essex. Some would say a slightly nicer part of the country, but I'd beg to differ. But we've got this amazing view at the moment overlooking Brodick Bay. I'll just show you behind us now. It's one of those fantastic views you never quite forget. There's a ferry coming in there, slightly less rocky and awkward than this morning, but yeah, hopefully getting up to the top of the mountain soon. The clouds have been coming and going and they're quite scattered, so at the moment it's covered, but about maybe 10 minutes ago it was slightly open. So fingers crossed, myself and Tom here, we're going to get a nice view at the top. But anyway, we're going to crack on, and hopefully next time we see you, we'll either be at the shoulder, just heading on, or all the way up at the top. See you in a bit. Oh, actually, do you know what? I can check that. So, for those of you who are watching, we've oh, it says here we're 827 meters.
827?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's about maybe a 40-meter climb up. So we're really quite near the top now, and as you can see from around us, the cloud is just starting to move in again. Hoping that this is the last like big bit of cloud, because it was supposed to be a bit more sunny this afternoon. And the people we've been talking to on the way past, we're actually seeing the cloud just below us now. I'll show you this now, it's just coming in below us. And it's just coming across the grass there as well. But if of course it doesn't end up clearing up again, this could be the last time you see good visibility of us. But we're gonna get to the top. I think once we get to the top, I think, Tom, are you gonna disappear off from there? And
I could well do, yeah.
Yeah, so Tom's gonna disappear off and do his own thing, and I'm gonna head down to Corrie. But we're nearly there. It's been a fantastic climb up. And just looking from here, I mean, I don't know about you, Tom, but I can't see anyone on that footpath we walked.
No, well, it's getting near the afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just,
a bit later now, isn't it?
this place is on such a massive scale that everything seems so huge and so far away. I mean, you can see Brodick from here, and it just looks like a little toy village. It's so small. But yeah, final press up. We're quite lucky actually, it's not so windy, so hopefully you can hear through the video all right. The last time I was up here, you wouldn't be able to hear a thing. So yeah, we're gonna head up. We've got some crows over there doing their best Game of Thrones impression. So yeah, gonna head up, catch up with you again when we get to the top. See you in a bit. there guys, as you can see, luckily enough, it's completely cleared up. I just said goodbye to Tom. He's gone off to do some of the other mountains, so he's heading around that way and then heading down towards Loch Ranza, which is where we were last night. But every single time I've come up here, it's been completely cloud covered, and today is just one of those lucky days where just at the moment that we got up here, completely cleared. It's just amazing, the view up here. You can see where we started down there at Brodick, and we can actually see off in the distance a little bit of black waterfoot over there on the west coast. That's where we'll be staying tonight. But I mean, it's just astonishing, really. It's a little bit windy, I'm sorry. I might have to try and, you know, I'm not even going to try to fight against that wind. Come and take a little perch down here. Anyway, I'm going to find the time to get some lunch and really soak in the view. This is really amazing. Really, really amazing. And you know what? Hopefully you just saw from that video, as soon as I got up here and it cleared, there was a fantastic young lad playing the bagpipes. And I just thought to myself, like, it's, you know, it's one of those things. Every single time I've been to Arran, I've just noticed that the community here, the people who come here, the spirit, there's just something about the place. Everyone just is so fantastic and makes the time for everyone. And I think a lot of, I mean, it's the world according to me, but a lot of the world could learn a thing or two by coming here for a week and taking it away with them a little bit, you know. But anyway, that's just the world according to me. I'm gonna get some lunch, charge up some batteries, enjoy the view, and while I'm doing that, hopefully you can enjoy the view too as some of the clouds come over. I'm not too sure how long this window of opportunity is open up here to get a good view, so hopefully make the most of it. But yeah, as with these things, you don't know when these opportunities come around again, so yeah, make the most of it. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling on. As you can tell, I'm obviously super excited. The next stage for us from here is heading down to Corrie. However, there is one slight hiccup, which is going to be Corrie Burn. Now obviously it was raining quite a bit yesterday, so I don't know how flooded that's going to be, but we'll head down there and obviously take it as it comes, and when we get down to Corrie, we'll do another leg over back to Brodick. So anyway, the hardest bit's out of the way. Well, actually, I don't know about that. Sometimes going downhill can be quite hard, but you're about to find out anyway. See you in a bit.
At the moon amid an empty street, we felt the remnants of the evening heat. Said Harvey, let me be the one to say I wouldn't dream this any other way. You wanna know who it is? Oh girl, you wanna know
So I've just stopped here on the shoulder for a minute because I'm actually somewhere quite significantly important in terms of history. So Arran itself during the wartime was quite popular for the military because obviously it was an island. It had so much readily accessible sea around it, so plenty of harbours to be able to moor up naval vessels to. It also had its own tiny little airstrip in near Blackwaterfoot actually, but it also, from what I learned yesterday, because I learn a new thing every single time I come here from the Heritage Centre, it had its own little inflatable, like I forget what they called it. They called it the lily pads or something, and it sat in Lamlash, and the naval aircraft would land on it and take off again, like an aircraft carrier but floating on the sea. And it was an experimental bit of technology. Now I've actually stopped here in particular because it's actually the site of a B-24 Liberator crash. Now the aircraft was on its way over to Canada, and obviously, you know, it crashed into the side of Goatfell. And it's not uncommon, like it happened quite a lot, especially here on Arran, where they would be flying and say for example some clouds would come in and they just wouldn't be able to see Goatfell and they'd just go straight into the side of it. Now there's not any wreckage visible anymore, any visible parts of it were collected, but it's just a fascinating spot to come to. I mean, being up here, you can see how it could have quite easily been done. It's, you know, we're quite high up here, but Goatfell in of itself is a bit of a beast. It just sort of sticks up out of the ocean. Now I'm about to head on towards Corrie Burn, as you can hopefully see down there. It's a fantastic view, and from here it's quite deceptive. It looks like a tiny little stream. As you're about to find out when we get down there, it is not. This is probably the steepest part of the walk as well, heading down here. So I fully expect to fall right down on my bum every single 10 minutes. But yeah, it looks quite small from here. It's maybe like 12, 15 feet wide. And we'll head down there and hopefully we'll be able to cross it nice and easily. If it's a bit of a faff, I might stop the camera rolling and do a little reassess of the situation. But if I don't stop again, then hopefully we'll be down at Corrie for the next stop. And it should be a really short, quick walk back to Brodick, where we'll end the walk for the day. So yeah, hopefully see you in Corrie, the nice sunny seashores. way to Corrie, which I hope you can see behind me. Now, what is Corrie? Well, Corrie is a fantastic TV show. I'm only joking. I'm only joking. So Corrie itself as a village is a tiny little village hamlet that just sits on the coast slightly north of Brodick. And it's really, really famous actually, because you can probably see all this red rock around. And that's actually Permian sandstone, and has these really, really fine layers. And what that basically is that's when Arran used to be, as the UK, around sort of the north of the equator. It was actually a desert, and all this desert sandstone would have flown around, much similar to how the Sahara is today. And it's set, and it was compact, and that pressure has obviously hardened it and turned it into this Permian desert sandstone. As you walk the whole way up the coast here, you can sort of see all of those different bedding planes from where the sand dunes have laid and fallen and more have laid on top. It's really quite fascinating. As you can hopefully see behind me, that's Goatfell. We were just up there. You won't be able to see the peak of it because it's covered in clouds. So we were really lucky earlier when we managed to get up there and see it in all of its glory. It looks like it might just be about to poke out again, but yeah, at Corrie now. There's also this funny little, there's a little ridge you can see coming down and a stream coming off. That's actually just where we've been. So from that video there, it probably would have only seemed like 3-ish minutes coming down for you. That was actually about an hour and a half. So an hour and a half of coming down. It was pretty sketchy at times. I thought I was going to slip, but luckily this time I didn't. And I saw a few people on the way down. It was quite funny because I met one couple the first time, and they sort of looked at me a bit funny, and I couldn't quite work out what it was. And then I bumped into these two blokes, and one of them was from the mountain rescue, and they said, "You seem happy today." I was like, "Absolutely, I've just come down from Goatfell, and it's the first time I've seen the views from the top." And they said, "Yeah, we could hear you whistling and singing the whole way down." I thought, no way have they heard me singing. I thought there was no one around. I thought I'd be able to get away with having a little bit of a sing in the glen, and no, I couldn't get away with it. They heard me. But yeah, that was good fun. It's really interesting when you get back down to the forestry level and you hit the forestry, and it feels like you've entered back into Jurassic Park. See, the sun's coming out now. How fantastic is that? You're probably just seeing a silhouette of my face. It's not really very good, that. But yeah, really lucky. Really lucky to have seen the sights we saw today. It's just a short walk back now, along the woodland back to Corrie. Now I don't know what this woodland's like. It could be quite dense, it could be quite open. Hopefully we don't get lost. But then when we get back to Brodick, we'll be jumping back in the car, and hopefully we can have a little bit of debrief there. If not, we'll have one at Blackwaterfoot. So anyway, that's the plan for the rest of the day. Hopefully you enjoy the views back into Brodick, and I'll see you when we get there.
Give me one last show. Loosen my mind from within before it starts to wear and thin. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. get back in, leaving me outside.
So then, that's it, the end of today's video. I must say, today has been an incredible day. I know at the start it certainly seemed from my perspective like it wasn't really going to go anywhere, that it was going to be a bit of an awful situation, but I'm glad I just sent it and just persevered and got through it. Because then you end up with amazing views like this behind us. Now, I'm finishing this video actually at Brodick Castle, but we can't go in there because it's too late now. But what we can do, what I promise we'll do, is on Saturday, just before shooting off, we'll come here and we'll do a little look around the castle, because it is a fantastic thing to look at, especially inside, all around the gardens. It might be quite busy then as well, so hopefully see some more people. And on that note as well, I must say, it is so good to be back on Arran. The people I've met today, some people who live here on the island, some people who are regular visitors coming back, and some people who it's their first time coming here. And everyone's been fantastic, really nice to meet, happy to say hello, which is something nice. I think a little bit of the world according to me, but I think if everyone came here to Arran and had a look at how friendly everyone can be and what an amazing environment that creates, and they took it back home with them, I think the world would be a much better place. But that's just my opinion. So yeah, big thank you to everyone today. Big thank you. I'm gonna wrap it up now. I think it's time to call it a day. I'm gonna hop in the car, get back, hopefully have some dinner before it gets too dark, and yeah, try and get some rest, ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow is gonna be a pretty cool day. Make sure you tune in for that. It's gonna hopefully start up at Macquarie Moor, Standing Stones, and then head all the way down to Kildonan, and we'll pick up from there. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment, because that feedback allows us to look at what you're enjoying, maybe what you're not enjoying, and adjust these videos appropriately. Please don't forget to check us out on social media, at Essex Walking Britain on Instagram and Facebook. And also don't forget to subscribe, so you can be notified of all the future videos like this that come out. So thank you, I'll see you in the next video.